Good morning, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions still bearish in a bear market, and futures are down a little bit today. I believe today's the last trading day of the year, so not that that means anything, but we may see some portfolio adjustments and various things happening. Could see some volatility today. Overall market conditions, and as far as this short-term downtrend, is still in place. The bearish side of things is that we are continuing to slide. We've got this momentum working lower. We've got breadth moving lower. We've got sentiment still high. We want to be able to see that sentiment come back down a little bit for a significant bottom to take place. So we'll see what today brings and what the next few days and the beginning of the year looks like. Buy-sell ratio is still set in this downtrend. Again, that's a quick way to be able to glance to look to see what's a bias, is you just simply click on this buy-sell ratio, look to see that red is above green, and that simply can give an indication of what the current trend is, and to be able to apply that bias. So you can utilize direction alerts to say, what's my long-term trend? We're obviously in that long-term downtrend, at least for this last year, and working through this bear market. And then in the shorter term, we've got a buy-sell ratio that in this case it's 0.35. So obviously just visually you can see that. Mousing over this shows you've got 2,700 sells and 1,000 buys. So heavily weighted toward the sell side. That can help towards help towards the bias. What direction should I be focusing on? What direction is the higher probability for the market to be moving? And in this case it's still downward, and we are potentially towards the extreme, so we're kind of seeing that little bounce, and this may be enough here. That bounce that we saw yesterday on SPY potentially could be enough for the counter trend. We may see a retest of this support and resistance location, possibly even this one here. Futures are down about 30 this morning, so we're going to gap lower, and we'll see if we get any acceleration. This is a counter trend and more downside. That's the anticipation, is that once whatever this counter trend is when it's finished, that we should see more downside. We're now solidly in this bearish profile, and again, utilizing SPY to glance and look at that is going to help. You're going to get some confluence with that and the market trend indicators as well to be able to focus on. It takes about 15, 20, 30 seconds to be able to glance through some of those indicators to help for the overall bias direction currently. That being said, there are still stocks that are moving higher and pockets of those that are working, and you can utilize those by looking at the new buy list. Currently, that top few, we're seeing oil again. This one be a bore drilling, oil and gas. It's got a nice setup. We've seen oil and gas. That's kind of been the theme now for this year, and it's had a lot of ups and downs. This stock may be stabilizing in terms of this retracement correcting and now starting a new uptrend. It's got a little resistance here, so we'll see what that that ends up looking like. The next couple, if we look at through some of these, we've got some pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals have been working really well, and in fact, if you look over at the muscle stocks tab, the muscle stocks are a group that are just really screaming stocks. They're really working well. This is also a great place to look for current strong moving stocks. If we take a look at, let me actually refresh that, and we'll go back into that list. You're seeing that some of these stocks, as they're moving higher, I've pointed out 9 a couple different times because it just keeps working. Even when they get to these extremes, you can see what happened here. It pulled back into that buy zone, and now off it goes again. So we'll see if that continues to move higher. Some of these other stocks are working really well. Keep an eye on that muscle stocks group, because as they, they're high ranked, 98, 99, 100 ranks, moving higher, pull back into that buy range. And once they get back into that buy range, typically that's where you're going to see some continuation and possibly a large pop to get it up into that extreme. So keep an eye on the muscle stocks, which is just this tab here, and then the first tab on the muscle stocks group. If you don't have access to the site, feel free to sign up with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.